Hey everyone, Loomis here, and I'm back with another Langrisser mobile video. So today I want to cover the changes that will be happening in Season 2 and Season 3 of Apex Arena. Now, for those of you who don't know, the new specs for Season 3 Apex Arena were released yesterday, so we are going to take a look at those right now. So I am going to switch over to my browser here. And so these are the changes for Season 2 here. This is the update that Long Games gave, and, you know, it's gonna all be Google translated, so it's not the best translations, but I'll explain what this all means. So, the first change here, which is big, is that if you hit Langrisser, you can fall back into gold. So, you know, once you lose enough, let's say, you know, you hit Langrisser and then you lose some matches in a row, you will actually be able to fall back down to gold. So there is no position barrier like there is in Season 1 for Langrisser players. The second big change is that you will not be able to see your opponent's name and stuff, so you can't necessarily scout your opponent ahead of time, and, you know, if you're fighting somebody who you know their boss or you know them or, you know, whatnot, you won't necessarily have that express knowledge. So that's a really good change, I think, and, you know, they say, you know, it makes the game more fair, and it most definitely does. Now, for combat-wise, this is the one big change that a lot of people have probably heard about, is that summoners the summons act with the summoners. So let's say you summon a Sky Archer with Liana. The turn that Liana moves, you must also move the Sky Archer. Now, this is a huge change because in Season 1 right now, the summon strategy and the summon meta is extraordinarily powerful right now because you can manipulate the turn order and do a bunch of things with summons, and this change removes that completely. So that's a very, very large change that will definitely affect the meta. And then the other change here is that you can still get a defense effect on the forest right now, which, I mean, this is, I don't know if this is a real big change or not. You know, you should not be going onto the toxic fog generally anyways, so this is just a little bit more of a QOL change in my opinion. So the takeaways from Season 2 is that you won't be able to see your opponents. You can fall back into gold from Langrisser, and summons move with the summoner, which is huge. I can't state how big this change is enough. Now, going to Season 3 here, the big changes right now here is that, you know, you still can fall, but you will get rewards based on the highest point you've climbed, which is, you know, another big change here. My guess is that in Season 2, people were upset with, you know, reaching Langrisser and falling back and then no longer getting the rewards. So this is a way to balance that, so you can still fall, but you'll be receiving the rewards that you expect. The second change here is that the entry level requirement is now 65. So for those of you who don't know, the level cap is slowly raising up to 70 in China right now. So they, in Season 3, will start off at having everybody at level 65, which I think is a good change. Next, you will no longer be able to win as P2 just from stalling out and a tie. So right now in Apex Arena, or actually really any PvP, if you are player 2 and the turn count runs out, you win. So what they're doing here is it's changed now from whoever has done more damage. So if you're P1 and you've inflicted more damage than your opponent, you will now win in a case of a tie. And I think this is a really good change because, you know, right now it's very easy as player 2 to grab a stall type team. You know, let's say, you know, grab 2 tanks, grab a bunch of healers, and just stall out your opponent. Those strategies are going to be significantly less viable in Season 3. Now, at the same time, you know, a 2 tank with healer team composition can definitely beat other teams. So it's not necessarily saying that those are going out of fashion completely, but you will not be able to just stall your opponent out completely. You will need to be able to do damage and actually beat your opponent. And my guess too is that with the introduction of Varash, this is probably a countermeasure to that, because with his, you know, his zombie kit, it makes it very it's very synergistic with a stall type strategy. So that's probably has something to do with why they made this change, but I think that's a great change as well. So summary for season 3, the changes is that you will get rewards based on the highest point you've reached. The entry level requirement will go up to level 65, and you will no longer be able to stall out a win as player 2 and win due to a tie. It is now based on who has done more damage. Alright guys, so that is my video for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And as always, if there's any video content that you would like to see in the future, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much guys, I'll see you later, bye bye.